it just now, like people in here like want to make autistic rules that like really like hold everyone down, but that's not the way people think. People are actually just like barely interested and just going on vibes. So oh my god. Where's baby Brat? Alright, we're back anyway. We're back and there's no viewers. What the fuck? Everyone actually just left straight away. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
He said your chain is short dookie. The piece was like a mystery entity, spooky. What's its worth? A gun or a knife slice. Get your bust once or twice or run for your life price. An arm and a leg, the letters ghetto red hot. Calm till we fled the spot on leg, arm, headshot. You on the battlefield, lyrical militants. Know he's feeling bent when he see little pink elephants. Never forget, memorize the elements. Keep the mic sterilized. Terrorize with eloquence and mellow eyelids. Tell no lies, kids. These guys ask for what's the shell tone sizes. Shields up, dum-dum. Where we come from, we thump it out for fun. And that's no conundrum. Pick a bone, goons. Feed with the sicker known show tunes. On a full moon, lick your own wounds. Lighten up the stratosphere. Shooting slugs is nameless. Aim caressing Vladimir Putin. His matted hair was too thin to cut into a Gumby. Nothing to be, he feel his bum knee. It's about to rain, there goes my two-way. Out of range, it's a strange new day, touche. It's all good like down home cooking. He left with the crown on his dome and kept booking. His men run Crooklyn, keep 1 in 10 Huns hooking. No offense, none tooken. It's more fun than looking. The pound of the wardrobe had your poor son shooken. Sometimes he feel he need to stop jooksing. Then he say nah with a real sly crook grin. Vic style of rhyme will bug out Joe's six pack. Slick while the time he dug out Joe chick's back. She wore a thong in her youth. These days she's a bit long in the tooth. Just chewing on the titty fat, pursuing the kitty cat, drooling on her pretty hat. Playing pool and pity pat, stay in school, kiddies, brats, instead of spraying tools and shitty gats. Laying cool, witty at, St. Jules, city rats, ruling with gritty stats. Cooling where the clicks be at. There's no time for chitty chat, fool v pity that. Follow your instincts. I told her time and time again not to swallow pink drinks. I guess it's just how the hollow ink clinks. V, the thing who made the chink in the big wink. They say he need a shrink. On the brink to pipe it when her sink made his pinky stink. The steady action for some paper and some ink. Could've flipped it longer if the beat was rapping rinky dink. Still working out the kinks. Every time he thinks his third eye blinks. It must be in the blood like zinc. Glassy ID, put your CD on Jinx.
How long is all this gonna take, Doom? Doctor Doom. My love life. Sure. I know what you mean. I hate it when some people call me JJ.
JJ?
Yeah, what do you... Parker!
Mr. Robertson sent me to take pictures.
You did, huh? Well, just don't get in the way.
Professor Potts' residence is right under JJ's estate.
Parker, quiet! We got work to do. Don't take pictures.
Right, JJ.
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you could call me your majesty. Keep your battery charged. He know it won't stick, yo. And it's not his fault you kick slow. Shoulda let your trick hold, chick hold your sick glow. Plus nobody couldn't do nothing once he let the brick go. And you know I know that's a bunch of snow. The beat is so butter. Keep the slow cutter as he utter the calm flow. Don't talk about my mom, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa. Whip up a slice of nice verse pie, hit it on the first try. Villain, the worst guy. Spot hot tracks like spot a pair of fat asses. Shots of the scotch from out the square shot glasses. And he won't stop till he got the masses. And show them what they know now through flows of hot molasses. Do it like the robot to head spin to boogaloo. Took a few minutes to convince the average boogaboo. It's ugly, like look at you.
Alright, do we have any... What's going on? What's going on, dudes? Unfortunately, my internet died. We lost 2/3 of our viewers. But we're back. And I want to get through this. I want to get it done, you know? Receiving complaints from every party involved about what I'm doing, but I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. One party is trying to hide it. One party is afraid of it coming out, but they want it to all be over. But really, I think it's already been leaked. It's as bad as it's going to get. And it's wrong that people should be holding this over other people, trying to make it imply that it's going to get worse. So, I've had to deal with all of the fucking logical fallacies and figure out who's in good faith and who's in bad faith. And then I've had to realise that even the parties that have been harmed are still afraid and scared, and that there's maybe nothing they could do about it. But then I also had to let them know that things aren't going to get any worse. And that they just need to sleep on it and let it pass. But we are going to get right into it.
Oh, I really am. You have a good soul. And I hate giving good people bad news. No. Don't worry about it. As soon as you step outside that door, you'll start feeling better. You'll remember you don't believe in any of this fate crap. You're in control of your own life. Remember? Here. Take a cookie. I promise by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
So what we're going to do, instead of me explaining all this to everyone, I'm going to show the video call that I had with BabyPeach, where I pieced everything together. And you guys get to see how I got to where I am. And it's going to explain everything. Let me drag Baby Brad in, because everyone loves having a woman as a co-host. Boom, 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 boom. That was a joke. I should clarify. She's here for my emotional support. Alright, you're in, BabyPeach. BabyPeach, did you have a
Hey, call me Peach instead of Brad again. You're really getting it confused today.
Mrs. Brat,
Peach
Mrs.
instead of Brad again.
Eagle Thought Lord, Eagle Thought Lord, Cringe, Edge, capturing.
So I gotta pause it live.
Did you have an
was
avatar
fucking
that
watching
you
it
wanted
with
on
you.
stream, or are you happy with having this picture of your face?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Did you have an avatar you wanted me to put on stream for you, or are you happy with your face?
I sent you another picture of me, but you don't have to change it. I don't really give a fuck.
Oh, you did send that? Let me check.
Yeah, it's me with emo bitch makeup on.
Oh yeah, I did look at that. I just thought it was just another cute selfie you were sending me to make me happy. Fuck.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Happens all the time.
I like that
chat.
picture. I'm socially inept. What did you expect from me?
Alright, so I didn't record this whole conversation, so it starts off after I have verified that Baby Brat is involved directly, and once I'd figured out her intentions, I hit the record button. So let's just get into it.
And
Yeah, you might as well expose me.
Yeah,
I never shut the fuck up. So it'll be great.
Talking to Dustin.
Good content.
Yeah, let me share this with you on Discord actually, so you know what the stream is looking at, and you don't have to watch the stream on a delay.
Yeah, it's okay. I was just trying to keep track of it because I have headphones in when I talk to you, and then sometimes I charge my phone and unplug the headphones and then listen to you talk because you're not super loud, you know.
True. Hopefully my headphones don't die during this. But let me know. Can you hear this?
Me about it. And asking him
You
about
typing?
it. And
Yeah,
based
heard
on
you
that
type.
conversation, I
Can you
don't
hear
think
Baby Brat
Destiny
talking?
has anything.
Could you hear BabyPeach talking at any point there?
Nope. I did not hear.
Alright, I'm just going to share you the VLC of the video then. You should be able to hear this right now, right?
Thing to do with it.
Right. Destiny did ban Nico Sam. He blacklisted Nico Sam.
Still a nope.
Still can't hear shit. Discord. Do I have to restart my Discord? The Cabal is rejoicing right now
Well,
that I'm having
I can watch the
problems.
stream. I can watch the stream in chat. I can watch it now. It just popped up.
Sam, because did you? Yeah, wait. Can you hear me? Wait, can you hear Peach talking
And
now?
ended up talking to Destiny
Yes.
about it.
All right,
I can.
that should be able to keep you on time with everything's going on. What was I about to do? I think I'm just going to play the video. Let's go.
And asking him about it. And based on that conversation, I ended up talking to Destiny about it. And asking him about it. And based on that conversation, I don't think Destiny has anything to do with it.
Right. Destiny did ban Nico Sam. He blacklisted Nico Sam, and it seems like he blacklisted Nico Sam because did you leak the audio to Nico Sam or did you leak it to Amumu?
Both.
Right, and then Nico Sam leaked it to Lav, and then he got blacklisted.
And so, and it's like a blacklisted thing to talk about on stream. And so, for me, I don't mind people necessarily knowing that I had sex with Destiny. The only reason why I would care is, like you said, just I don't want people to think that I do things on behalf of him or whatever. I want to be my own person. It's I don't mind that people know that, but what I am concerned about is there being media out there of me. So in the form of this voice recording, if someone could use that to harm me in some way. I do believe you're right about Jacob and Amumu, especially, and probably Destiny. That's not my experience with Destiny, but I wouldn't be surprised. But Jacob and Amumu and now Zoe, I think are really gross people. And so I guess that's why I wanted to know, from my perspective, the only people who knew that I had sex with Destiny and could confirm that I was in the audio would be like Jacob and Amumu and Zoe. And so that's why I was wondering, like, are they the ones that reached out to you? Or I guess, like, because if they were, I think that that is more so the issue, that they're trying to out me. And yeah, I mean, they know about my mental health situation. And so they obviously don't give a fuck about my mental health or that I'm losing my job.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that? Krieger just messaged me. So, BabyPeach.
Oh, sure.
BabyPeach and did you say Baby Brat and Zoe don't care about like your mental health and that?
No, sorry. Zoe and Amumu and Jacob.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's like super fucking gross that like when I came in, BabyPeach just like called me a retard and was like, "You're obviously like wrong about this," or blah, like about the Paragon thing. But then if Paragon is like doing the same thing that Jacob and Amumu did, and even like talking to them about it to do it to her, it almost seems like she's like in on it, and they all just did it to like stir up drama, which is like different.
Well, right now,
because like she's not getting like blackmailed. Paragon is the one who eventually got fucked over in this situation, but they were still trying to do the same thing.
The biggest issue right now, though, for me is that it's being framed right now as me or this ominous person who I guess is now me, is actually the leaker. So the narrative right now is that somebody leaked audio of Destiny, basically revenge porn, and so everything is my fault and I need to be outed as a revenge porn distributor. Which isn't true, right. And that's the argument that Zoe, Jacob, and Amumu are going with, even though they know that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Zoe fucking called me a retard and blah, blah, blah. And then when I was just like, okay, well, like, here's what I've been told, Zoe just immediately went quiet and backed away.
Well, she said something in the side chat about how, like, she was happy that it finally got out that I was sending revenge porn.
Right, yeah, I would love screenshots of that, but I guess I can go back through and find them. And then
I need to find them too.
And then someone else came on Justicle's stream 10 minutes after I was booted out and just started shit-talking you. Just was like... And they just started shit-talking you in general, not about the thing that they don't want leaked. They just started they just started discrediting you. Like, oh, about Paragon. They just were like, oh, her view on Paragon is just ridiculous. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, I literally just revealed like some massive underlying thing towards you and all of their motives about BabyPeach, and then you come in here just to like shit talk BabyPeach about something else. It is just a super very clear attempt to discredit you, while also avoiding talking about the thing that would reveal you to be the person who's like they're trying to take advantage of. And
right,
yeah, you were totally right about it might look like you're leaking revenge porn. So I've immediately like been piecing together what was going on there, as well as like I have been trying to piece together if the people leaking this to me are for you or against you. They totally seem like they're for you. Like they think the whole thing's really gross. It's the people talking to me obviously aren't. It's not like anyone super directly involved. Like it's not any of the people blackmailing you or anything.
Would you be able to tell me who you're talking to, just so, like, just for full disclosure, I'm not asking like to go out and like talk to anybody. It's just that a big reason why my mental health has been the way it is that I have no idea what's actually going on, and like no one will share any information with me. And I just think that it would be comforting to at least know who, like I'm shocked that anybody knew that it was me in the audio, like unless it was Jacob and or Amumu who talked to you?
Jacob and Amumu, when they leaked the audio to Lav, would have told Lav, like, yo, this is BabyPeach. So
Okay.
that's how more and more people know
I see.
that it was you. So, the thing, I feel like it's just worth me pointing out right now that when I'm saying these things, I'm still trying to piece together who's involved on what end, because I think later on in this conversation I realised that it was Nico Sam who leaked it to Lav, right? So
Nico
she
Sam
should
leaked
know
it in
that.
DDG or DG, DDG. I can never Destiny chat.
Yeah, so what she's saying is a little bit inconsistent here, but she is
What I do think I also want
trying
to
to get it
note
out
is
as best as she can, right?
you're also piecing together me being anxious and me being afraid to say what I wanted to say because of some of the things that were said to me to where I was like hesitant. So you're also reading through my brain's perspective of this, you know? And I kind of do
Right.
walls of text. So
Okay.
I don't blame you for being confused in this part. It makes sense.
Yeah, and so in the video we've already revealed that like Destiny and BabyPeach had a sexual relationship, and she's super worried about that being like used against her to discredit her real life. The problem is it's already been leaked against her, so she's already feeling like her real life is being affected, and it is being affected, because these people aren't doing anything to like console her on this. It seems like they're actually actively like indulging in the fact that it is wearing down her mental health.
But kind of placating into it to an almost dangerous level, and they're very self-aware that they need to go too far.
Yeah, like it is super fucked that people come in and just talk about her having bad mental health, and then and they're super comfortable saying that because she does have bad mental health. But then what she's saying now is that the people who are bullying her about having bad mental health are the reason she has bad mental health. And they never address this. They never address the reason she might have bad mental health. They just use it to discredit her on other things, which is super fucked because these people are meant to be her close friends. She was meant to be close enough to these people to the point where she felt like it was okay to like leak these private things to them.
And she also mentioned that Jacob was given like psycho ex-boyfriend energy and was being very controlling by blocking and unblocking her and leaving very aggressive, threatening DMs. And I'll say that because Jacob pisses me the fuck off. So if he hears this, he can come directly fight me in my DMs. I will throw hands with him digitally. But from what I heard is he will cause shit with her and all that, and he is the reason she's even in the JSTLK server because he told her it'd be nice for her to go in there and chat. And pretty much, I would say she was kind of like not fully innocent, but probably a little naive to what the server was like, right? And then they kind of set her up to make fun of her, like someone to laugh at. And I feel like that's wrong, especially as someone who was bullied a lot in school. When I was a kid, it feels like high school bullying.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a better picture of it now. It's really interesting that you would bring Jacob up, because it seems like Jacob has nothing to do with this. But then, when you realise he's the one saying this is a mentally ill woman, and then you find out that he's like taking advantage of her mental illness, and will use that to say that anyone else who takes her credible is bad for like talking to a mentally ill woman and taking her seriously. It seems like the only thing that he has to do with it is the fact that he is just pushing really hard to say that she is too unwell to talk to, which is super weird.
Yeah, she mentioned that in the Paragon conversation, so I was just kind of like taking details of her emotions when she was describing it to Paragon, and I was kind of like silently, like, surveying what she was saying, and she was bringing up how each side kind of bullied her and made her feel, and I wanted to take note of that because those are little details that are usually overlooked, And then they'll say, well, I had no part in this. How did she feel because of me? And then it's hard for someone who's a victim of their stuff being leaked like that to come out multiple times and talk about it, and they may get emotional and upset. And so obviously I just kind of made a mental note for her when I felt it was like appropriate.
Right. Yeah, I guess you might pretend that like talking about your hypothetical rape would be like validating, right? But if you just keep making someone do it, they're going to become more and more distressed and unhinged, and it'll make them seem less credible, even though what they're saying is actually probably something that needs to come out and the right thing to do. But yeah, I'm a little bit more clear on what Jacob's up to right now. But I did get confused as to whether or not she had a sexual relationship with Jacob or a muumuu. I thought it was her having a sexual relationship with Jacob, but it turns out she was in the DMs with a muumuu and having a closer relationship with him.
See, I was a little confused on that because when she said that she was bringing up Jacob, she compared him to her ex-boyfriend. And usually when you compare someone to an ex-boyfriend, it's weirdly because you have some form of attraction to them, and that could be in any situation where you don't want to directly say that there was something kind of lingering there. But I feel like that also might tie into.
But we can only hint towards that now. Jacob's involvement just seems purely tangential. It's just very easy for your mind to like assume that they had a sexual relationship. But it just seems like Jacob has a lot of social clout. He is an attractive person. He operates in the DGG offline and Discords and all of that in a fairly human way. He's not Jacob isn't always trying to get like social credit and clout. Sometimes he's just being like a beneficial human to other people. But it might turn out that that makes us look at him like as a possible sexual partner for her, but it wasn't true. He's just tangential to this. And maybe he's just only defending his friends. Who knows? We can't really read his mind.
If she was closer with a muumuu, that'd be crazy reason for Zoe to attack Peach in the first place because she's so defensive of a muumuu. And I know everyone says it's an online relationship, but I kind of wonder why they are so defensive of each other. If it's kind of like, this is a silly example, but like Total Drama Island had the immunity, right? They'd have their buddy throughout every fucking season. They give me camp in the worst way. They're like always together, teamed up against the world, and I'm like, oh god, it's these fucks again.
That was a based analogy, but I'm gonna leave it at that and keep playing the video. All right.
Yeah, sorry, I'll put you better all day.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes cartoon stories relate to real life in surprising ways. With big shout out to Total Drama Island, sponsor me for my content. Lol, JK. I'm not doing this for content or money, just in case anyone was wondering. Me wondering, like, basically I wonder, like, why did you leak this? But then you didn't actually leak it, right?
Yeah.
You didn't actually leak the revenge porn. You maybe sent it to, like, one other person. And then I have to think, like, why you said that. So your word holds actually, like, quite a lot of weight here. We only know it was you in the revenge porn because you said it was you to someone. Or they could directly imply it was you because you were the original one with the video, but then they went on to like tell other people it was you.
And I was allowed to send it, and I have proof too.
Like, is there something? It's not that you might have done something worse, but what did they have to hold over you to get you to put yourself in this position, right?
I was allowed to send it, and I was manipulated.
Was it just social manipulation, which then later they turned into blackmail?
Yeah.
So you thought you were leaking it to like trusted people and that you would get like a little bit of endorphins just like talking to friends, and then it turned out that that was not trustworthy people. Like
in a sexual relationship sense, yeah.
With Jacob.
I find that response very weird.
A muumuu.
Oh, with a muumuu. Okay, right. Sorry, I'm just balancing the names.
I just feel bad because Jacob got roped into all of this. But like from the very beginning, like when all of this started going on, I mean, this was like a while ago now, like he really tried his best to like, in my opinion, I believe, unless I'm wrong and he's manipulating me too, but I don't have any reason to believe that he wants any part in this, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But
that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's 100% not what I heard in the Paragon conversation.
Yeah, why? I don't see.
So-
I don't see why Jacob has done anything wrong.
So when I
don't
was
get it.
listening to them talk and she was getting very upset, she said the multitude of things. I'm just going to re-go over it. The whole, he specifically was becoming a psycho boyfriend, ex-boyfriend energy. She said that the comment section, like general fame, had gotten to his head. It must have changed him as a person. That he introduced her to the server because he thought it would be fun for her to be in there and interact with others. And that overall, she felt like, she said, I mean it, Jacob is ruining my life. He is literally ruining my life. And she started getting very emotional and getting very upset and said, don't say anything. I want to wait until later when I can, shoot ammunition at Jacob. And that's when I said, I don't like this blackmail and other things I don't want to say right now. Stuff going on. And that's when I told that mod that I told you about. So pretty much there was a good chunk of, fuck Jacob, he's ruining my life, that I heard today. Like a good 25 minutes.
Okay. But okay, but she's saying different things now, so I got to assume that maybe when she vented about Jacob, she was just like being resentful of the fact that he brought her here, which isn't actually him like doing anything wrong, and it could show.
I would say it could be a variety of things, but it was just very, very passionate resent, and like a very aggressive tone. But I'm not saying that she can't have a bad moment where she feels negatively towards someone. It felt very drilled in and very disgust that it throws me off.
Right. But she's going through like a very tough situation where she's feeling a lot of negative emotions, and it seems like she vented that towards Jacob at one point, which is a very human thing to do. Probably was wrong of her.
Yeah, I feel like she's reacting normally in a majority of ways, but in terms of just keeping the timeline together, I just wanted to at least note that I heard something different. That way I'm not called out later when someone plays back a video or some shit, The obsessed clippers are going to be on this shit. I give it like a week before I get a DM. Someone saying, why won't you go on my stream?
Only if you do a good job here, right?
Well, you don't piss me off. Like,
True.
Not a good person.
We're going to continue now. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
His when I was saying before about these people aren't really taking anything seriously unless it's like personal self-interest, Jacob is less that, because Jacob will involve in conversations about his hobbies, at which point he's actually just like, his personal benefit is that he gets to feel good that he's like teaching Destiny about working out. Whereas like a Mumu doesn't even talk about his hobbies and shit. He is literally just always talking about whatever drama is happening and making funny jokes at whoever's expense of the drama. That is all a Mumu ever posts in chat. Which makes him, the ultimate Giga Chad. He's just tapped into the ultimate Giga Chad mindset. But like, back in 2015 when the Giga Chad first came out, it was ironic. It was ironic to be the Giga Chad. The Giga Chad was just like some retard who people didn't like. The reason I say this is because you compare that to now, where you do get like a lot of clout. It's actually a good thing to be the Giga Chad. I totally get it. You get rewarded. It's not a bad thing to do it. But it's interesting to see over time people like tapping into that mindset so precisely. But that's what they do as entertainers, right? They entertain people, which in itself is kind of virtuous. But in this case, it might seem like they are too deep. They're too deep into reaping those omega lols. The joke was that the Giga Chad walks so straight that his spine is parallel with the center of the earth. So like it wasn't like a serious thing.
Yeah, I think that Jacob, I do agree that I am disappointed in the way that he has conducted himself in this server, and it's not the guy that I thought that I knew, but I'm still willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and just think that maybe he's just like in over his head or is just being too much and, maybe is just going overboard.
Yeah, like I said, Jacob seems to have a bit more like genuineness as a person compared to the other guys, but then he is also roped into the whole I'm the Giga Chad social dynamic where
I agree.
he farms that Giga Chad stuff every day. And the problem is that it works. Like, that's why you feel like happy when you talk to these people, because you're like, oh, these are the people that like everyone in the community likes, and these are the people that are always saying funny shit, so when I hang out with them I have a good time, blah blah blah. I'm not that guy. I'm that guy who's constantly cranky and pissed off and calling people out on their meta, and then they can just call me weird and tell me to fuck off. But okay, the person...
Can you tell me who you've been talking to, though? Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So she just replied, it's Baby Brat. Baby Brat was meant to do everything that I'm doing now, but she was just, like, too scared and didn't really know how to do it. And she wants to jump in call with you right now, or into this call with us.
Yeah, if she wants to join the call, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And, yeah, Baby Brat was the one who was telling me, like, the reason she cares is just because... she feels like she doesn't like it that you're actually being like genuinely fucked with.
I like her, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like it that people are like fucking with other people. She knows about it because she jumped in like a private VC with Paragon and Lav. Because I guess when the whole thing with Zoe like flipped and made Paragon look bad, Paragon went ahead and told BabyPeach that like it was a joke to begin with, but then him pretending to be kind of like he was pretending to be kind of retarded to Zoe and pretending to flirt with her to like cause drama, but then when he was putting on the character of this like simp trying to like win Zoe over, he put the character on like too hard, and then it eventually just was like no one knew it was a character, so it was like, oh, you actually are just this like retarded simp.
Yeah, that's all really confusing in my opinion, but like I think that
probably caused him to want to talk to other people about it behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So he talked to Baby Brat about it, and then Baby Brat and Paragon jumped in a call with Lav, because Lav had already leaked the thing, so they were like, well, let's go explain this to Lav.
So is Lav the one that told Baby Brat then?
Paragon would have talked to Baby Brat about it, but we'll pull her in. And then we'll Lav.
I wonder how Paragon knew. Oh yeah. We'll pull her in. That's fine.
Paragon would have known because obviously Amumu is the main culprit, and then Amumu is finding. There are like a bunch. Amumu and Jacob are, like I said, like doing the Giga Chad thing. There's like a whole subsection of like 30 or 40 people who hang out in DGG offline chat. And all they do is post in all capitals. They dehumanize everyone. They just tell everyone to kill themselves, and they get heaps of laughs for it. And they just do this for like years on end. On no way do they like regard the other people in there as like real humans. It's the same reason why people like Spinboy when he comes into Justical chat. Spinboy is the Justical version of them, except in DGG there's a bunch of them, and they will so. In DGG, there's like an inner circle of these fucking retards, and then in Justical, there's also like a circle of it, but it's just a lot smaller. And the circle this time would have been Paragon, Amumu, and Jacob, and the three of them would have been like, oh, like here's this like oh, there's like drama we can create that everyone's gonna love, and then we can also talk about it behind the scenes, so we can have even more drama, but just for us. So that's like,
yeah.
And
well, I used to be in DGG chat, and that's how I met Mumu and Jacob, and I was actually like good friends with them.
Right.
But ever since,
you
like,
told me
just
in DMs earlier that there was like that there were people you were friends with. If you look back through our DMs, and I had to sit there and think about that. At first, I wasn't sure who else was in the call. That was in a public VC. Actually, we talked about this. This wasn't in DMs. But Full of Hell messaged me, and he's like, I think I know who she was talking about. And then I sat there and I thought about it, and I realized like the only circle of friends that you could have possibly been talking about was either like, there's only like a couple of circles here. It's either like just and Wolfgang and all of that, because they're the circle of like people who run the shit, but it's obviously not them. And then I was like, it must be DGG old heads or DGG regulars. So then I realized like when you told me the other day, you kind of hinted towards some of the stuff, but I could have never guessed it was like this. Yeah, I realised that your old people who you considered like closer friends was actually them. And at the time, you told me that these people who were your old friends turned out not to be the people that you thought they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. So rough. I mean, like it's yeah.
Before I get Baby Brad in, yeah, I just need to like let you know that I'm in like a moral conundrum. It's like the classic thing you would find in like a storybook, which reflects reality, where like I need to put you first. And I have like, I don't know if it's personal because I don't know you, but like it's personal for you, which makes it like my main priority. But then there's also like saving the kingdom or whatever, which is where like I'm like, do I just let everyone know about like?
Well, the saving the kingdom part was blackmailing Nico. I don't think that there's anything else that could be done because I think that the other two have there's not enough evidence to like do anything with it. So the only thing that would be happening is just like outing me as this person, and then I have to deal with the whole revenge porn thing. So that's just where I'm coming from. If it was still Nico, if like Nico was still in there and talking about it, then I would definitely agree with you. And I appreciate that you're, thinking about this and putting me first. I just think that there are other ways that we can go about, fighting the bullies, that are more beneficial and don't cause harm, if that makes sense.
That are more beneficial and will cause harm.
Like I said, I mean, like I'm fine with them, with like everyone knowing that I had sex with them. I don't care. But
I don't know if these guys will ever like bother talking to me about it or anything. But I'll basically be there to defend you. They will have their little army of troglodyte lol cow farmers in DGG who will always back them up. But you need to realise that at no point will those people ever humanise you. So you need to just like cast away their opinions. And then the whole point of like bringing it forward would be to let everyone else know what those lolcow farmers are doing. And some people will probably joke and meme like, oh, like what gigachads or whatever. But in reality, most people will be like well aware that these dudes are hell-bent on their own self-interests with no regard for like the harm they cause to other people.
I just don't think there's enough evidence to I don't think there's enough evidence to use that argument yet against Amumu and Jacob.
What, that they are just doing it for self-interest?
That they are blackmailing me because Nico Sam is the one that was distributing it.
Right.
So like the blackmail that they have over me, they kind of really don't anymore.
You must have a logs or something of you talking to Amumu and Nico Sam, just showing that they're like close together, right?
The only full logs that I have, because Amumu, the way that everything went down, and him like obviously playing me, he knew to immediately delete his logs like every single time we talked.
Right.
And I was too naive at the time to like realize that.
Well, okay. Well, at worst, it will mean that they can't like do this shit again, because everyone would be clued on. Like, yo, that thing that happened to BabyPeach, like they're trying to do it to me now. And even if they delete those logs, it'll happen. And then if they're acting weird, some people out there are like vindictive. Sometimes the vindictive bad people also attack the vindictive bad people, right? So it'll put those boys in a position where people who are out to get them will like pull them up every time they act a little bit weird, even if they're not doing anything too bad. They'll just put themselves in a position where everyone's like, oh, you're like the fucking weirdos. who aren't you the guys who like are like sex pesting women and like doing that shit? Kind of like with tomfoolery. Tomfoolery was just acting a little bit weird. Justical thought it was funny to bully him, and then it just drew light to every time he acted a little bit weirder. And with Tom, he like it was pathological, so he couldn't stop acting weird.
I just also know that they also have more on me that they could leak if they wanted to.
I'm curious about what you meant by that statement.
Me too. Which means it's potentially pretty bad that they could continue.
Like nudes and stuff.
So it's more of the same.
Yeah.
That if they did leak that shit, that would just be them doing revenge porn straight up. So that would actually like clarify the fact that like
but I don't want to like
do
have
revenge
to...
porn, and they are super happy to do revenge porn. So it would make it look way more like they just want to do revenge, that they did the original revenge porn as well. You're
I just think that the evidence...
You've done nothing wrong. Everyone loves you.
Thank you.
Yeah, everyone does love you. You've done nothing wrong. Everything's actually fine, like right now, because there's so many infinite ways that we can like prove the truth, and it's impossible for them to like create a lie that is as complicated as like how true these things are. They can't lie as clear. They can't like change reality to like match the way it really is. The only problem is that Destiny like is always like people in here, and like Justical said it just now, like people in here like want to make autistic rules that like really like hold everyone down, but that's not the way people think. People are actually just like barely interested in just going on vibes. So like our main battle is just to get people's like endorphins to trigger when we point out the fact that like there's a bad thing happening here and it's inherently bad, and then people will feel bad when they think about the people who do those things, and they'll feel like sympathetic towards you, right?
Yeah, but I would just rather like
that's why I just think that's why I think Amumu and that probably won't want to like debate about it. Destiny might want to debate me about it, or anyone defending about it, but that's only because
I just
Destiny
think that the mods
does the thing where he like screams over people and he like pulls you up on every little rhetorical fallacy. But if he does that to me, I could just like stay totally calm and be like, Destiny, fuck you, bro. You literally come in here saying that you want the objective facts, but then you're just nitpicking over every tiny little rhetorical failure. You're like an angry woman. I'll be misogynistic towards him, but he'll be the woman. You know.
I just think that the mods have already done a really good job so far. Like, I think that they're going to, or there's, they may or may not take action against Zoe for the things that she said already.
Well, they want Justical to do it, and the mods
I think Zoe should be banned.
So on your side about this that they want to quit being mods unless they can help you directly. Yeah. So I feel like you draw way too much on the fact that like they should be banned from this server or that server, when this sort of goes like beyond the server and towards like the way people are treating other people. Being held accountable is great, but banning from the server is going to hold them. I just need to like clarify it for the stream. I guess it's a good opportunity. Justical isn't under any obligation to like fuck with his own server, like in order to police this stuff. That is the stance he's like taken the whole time. Randomly banning Zoe and randomly banning Amumu and other people would just be like, why have you just randomly banned the funniest, most like drama-filled people of your channel? Like, it seems like you've just fucked yourself over.
JS2OK said if like it goes out of your DMs into public VC, like the me and Unpatched situation, then it can be reported. And I double checked that when everything got brought up, because I wanted to make sure that we all know if it crosses over, it's okay though, as long as like, because people were trying to say it was very cut and dry, and they were trying to argue that point. And I think that this is kind of important, but I also feel like, you know, why I say they should be banned is because I feel like something like revenge porn is a pretty heavy thing to do, but that's just my opinion. JS2OK can do whatever he wants.
I think it should reflect more on the fact that her friends should be like there for her over this. She should be able to like block the people who are coming at her, and then she should be able to lean on her friends for like the emotional support for this. But none of that is happening. She's afraid to block the people that are coming at her. In fact, some of them have blocked her while also holding a position where they can still come at her more. So she can't contact them to like try to make it chill out. So she's like left wallowing in this like dilemma of uncertainty that she's stuck in, which is super fucked.
I can agree with that. Yeah, that makes sense. You put it nicely.
Yeah, and I guess that's partly why getting her to like open up about it to me, and then me fucking telling people about it is the action that I've taken, even though it does all feel super fucking weird.
No, I agree. It kind of feels like we have to talk host, like show host right now. And it's like, damn, I didn't think I'd be doing this today. Like, but I'm glad we can talk about it because I feel like it would have just been swept under the rug otherwise. And it kind of promotes better moderation for things that I think are very unaware. Because I knew there were some degens, right? But I didn't think they would do things detrimental to someone's personal life outside of the server. And that's where I was like, this is fucking weird.
Yep, exactly. You don't want this stuff to happen again. You don't want it to get worse. And you want to encourage people to like be there for their friends and to like hold people accountable immediately for the way it goes.
Exactly, and I don't want any of the NSFW tab content myself or any other female to just be, used against them in some way either. And I could see that being a thing for the girls that are like shy about it, like the one chick that doesn't post her face, whatever. They could get a picture of her face and then, bully her about it in DMs, and we wouldn't even know because we didn't know about Peach. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like...
Yeah, one of the worst things you can do to people is, like, attack them for reasons they don't know why they're being fucked with.
Yeah.
That's what causes PTSD, because you're always, like... It's your mind that breaks, right? It's not that, like, you're being beaten up that causes the PTSD. It's not the fact that, like...
Yeah,
you don't get PTSD because you were shot. You get PTSD because you're constantly wondering if you're about to be shot.
So the thing about PTSD that's kind of forgotten a lot is that you tend to, your brain is trying to reloop what it went through so it never goes through it again. So you're very hyper focused on it. You're very self-aware. You're very like in the moment of feeling that way. And once you develop it, it doesn't go away. People think that it's treatable to the point that it can disappear. And I think like a 1% case, yeah, maybe. But like,
yeah, once it becomes like a mechanical
that.
reaction, like it's a mechanical and not emotional or logical. It's just something that happens to your body. That's why it's an irrational mental illness.
Yeah.
Because mental illnesses are irrational. The way you fix it is, like you said, it doesn't get fixed very often. But the way that you would fix it is by convincing your brain that there was a reason it happened and you can avoid that reason. But if you don't know why it happened, your brain cannot understand how to stop it from happening again, so it just keeps reliving it over and over.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That is why Peach is like going through so much stress. When I say that is why Peach is going through so much stress, though, I'm not saying that like what happened to her, we haven't like proven what happened to her. We haven't seen anything that's happened to her. It's like super hard to say what actually happened, but we can see that she is going through these loops.
Yeah, she's definitely distressed. But with the PTSD thing, just one last thing. My cousin, he taught me that, if you tap a can on a table 3 fucking times, right? And the third time a person physically jumps, that's because usually someone who goes to hit a person, which is a very common form of like aggression, like they will flinch. And it's like a reaction in the brain before the body. Even if there's no threat in front of you, you will still react to that baseline PTSD. So she may never post another picture, photo, text message in a server ever again, and just be isolated from the world and feel like she had no friends and feel very, lost in all that negativity. I don't want to imply direct psychosis because that's a 50-50 if it pushes her that far, but I think it will definitely make her depressed.
Yeah. Just a note, like, what I would love to see is, how do I say this without being, like, weird about it. But it's just like, why do people try to hide this so much? And it's not just that they're trying to hide it. It's like, why do they hide it and also just like attack her over a whole bunch of other shit, especially if they knew she's already going through a hard time. That's the fucked part of the behavior, which is the reason I'm being like so kind to her in this video. Like, I just told her I'd be there for her and defend her or whatever, because she needs to hear it. Obviously, though, if it turns out she's been completely fabricating all of this and it's totally fucked up, that would be a really weird situation. But also, to be clear, she didn't want to, like... She was very nervous about telling me all of this. I think we can obviously see that she is telling me about it, which probably indicates that she wanted to tell me all about it. But she was still nervous about doing it at first. Yeah. Which is, like, it's hard to see someone going through that. I'm going to continue playing the video. But it comes down to you letting them help you. Yeah.
Well, I would want to talk to them first. I think that...
To do it, and the mods are so on your side about this that they want to quit being mods unless they can help you directly. But it comes down to you letting them help you. Yeah.
Well, I would want to talk to them first. I think that you've brought up a lot of really good points, and I really appreciate you, and I know that it's all coming from a really kind heart. And I genuinely, like, I need it.
I'm a dangerous and bad man, and I hurt people, and I'm just trying to make sure I hurt the right people. Because, yeah, it does break my heart to see shit like this happen.
I just think that if we were to do something like that at this level, there needs to be, like, we would need to have more conversations and bring more people in. I'm not ready to just, like, start going guns blazing. I want to make sure that it's done correctly. So, like, there's no, because if it's not done correctly, then, like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's why Baby Brat brought it to me instead of her saying it, because holding people to correct rhetorical meta is basically all I do. Well, I do that in here, like, every night. And
is she the only one who talked to you about all this?
Yeah. And then I messaged Krieger, and then Krieger, it became, like, more obvious to me that what she was saying about Krieger being involved was true, because then Krieger, like, instantly pulled me in to bring it up. And then I messaged Krieger, like, what the fuck, dude, I just got timed out. And Krieger replied to me straight away saying, yeah, that was, like, fucked up. You should have just been way more aggressive with it right off the bat, which was super funny, because when I talked to him, I was hoping that he would give me advice on how to, like, ease people into it so that I wouldn't get kicked. But he was like, no, you were going to get kicked no matter what. You should have just immediately gone in there and said, I want to know why Jacob and Amumu are blackmailing BabyPeach with stuff they manipulated her into sending, which would have just been, like, a cracker of a sentence.
You know what I think's funny?
Drop. Chat would... What's that?
Is that he,
You're going to want to talk about Krieger. I already feel weird that I brought up Krieger publicly in this video, by the way. So.
All I was going to say was that I texted him right before I messaged you, and he wasn't upset.
Yeah. Well, he was obviously...
I just wanted to add that in.
That
was it.
I don't know if I should steelman Krieger. To humanize Krieger, he was, like, sometimes very being more forward about this whole issue. Other times he was, like, more worried about the way everyone would react to it and worried about the people involved. So he was, like, struggling with the emotional drive to just do something about it, and also the logical fallacy of, like, oh, it might be better to do nothing about it, right? So it was like a human thing.
Somebody quoted it good. In the VC, they said he's a good mod, but he never jumps the gun, and that stuck with me.
Right.
They said we need more mods that will jump the gun to stuff like this, and I think that's right. I don't know who that person was in that VC. If it was you, then I'm sorry, I figure out who you are. But it was someone in there.
Maybe it was me, right? But yeah, I mean that's what
It
makes
wasn't you, it was
that is what makes a good
something-
mod, right? The problem with having a Mumu and Androider as mods is that they will jump the gun based on however they feel, and sometimes it feels like the only things that they see that matter are things that they feel pertain to them directly, and sometimes the things that they feel pertain to them have nothing to do with them. They just feel like they should be the one to litigate it. Which can be like super weird.
A lot of their
It's like,
emotions.
what if you're incompetent at like litigating this? Why are you speaking over people who might be more competent about this? I don't get those vibes from Krieger at all. It's like fairly humble, cares deeply enough.
He's my
about
favorite
these
mod. He
things.
does the best job on there, in my opinion.
Yeah, he cares
But I was
deeply
just
enough
saying,
about these things
every
to like,
human has
take
flaws.
it at appropriate pace, and
Yeah.
but on the other hand of the sword, because he cares deeply about this, it must be hard for him to like wrestle with those things. At least he wrestles with them, though. At least he doesn't just go ahead and do what's immediately satisfactory in the moment.
No, I get it, but I also think it's good for me to kind of be upfront about all my interactions and all my feelings in a situation like this, because any kind of additional secrets allows that fucking trio to continue their bullshit, right? So I'm just gonna air out what's aired out, and you heard that in the previous video clip because you were there. So I feel like if I'm not like that, they're just gonna fucking meme in the chat till end of time, and we'll be here for 8 million years.
I know
So-
this video that we're watching is like incredibly one-sided, but they aren't here to defend themselves right now, so we got to give them the benefit of the doubt as well.
That's also true, yeah. And I dislike a lot of people, although I'm like, I kind of love people and hate them, so my opinion it kind of doesn't matter, to be fair.
Based. Alright, I'm pressing
I'm
play.
too bipolar to make sense. Yeah, press play.
Erupted. But right now, I guess chat is just simmering on it. People are probably like theory crafting.
It looks like I'm getting
And yeah, people will be trying to-
notifications somewhere. Let me see. Are people outing me?
Alright, let me add BabyPeach for the call.
Okay.
Actually, maybe you called me, so you have to add her.
Oh. Let me... I think I know how to do this. Oh, yeah, here. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay, I did it, right?
Yeah, you did it.
Okay.
She just needs to pick up her phone. Nice. BabyPeach, you're in.
Oh, okay, sorry, my phone was being weird. It doesn't like group
Hey,
calls.
girl.
Okay, so there's a lot to go over that I want to just clarify.
And we are skipping all of what you clarified for the next 5 minutes. Because
I'm sorry.
It is a tangent.
I'm sorry. I'm bipolar. It's not my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that shit is secret memes.
Kind of was like really getting weird toned with me a little.
Yeah, that's 5 minutes, but you're still going. Let's skip another few minutes.
Define your one person. This is the issue I'm going through on like a smaller scale. It's already really difficult to filter out who you like when you're constantly flooded with attention. So that man's definitely confused. And I told Krueger, I said, yo, this is just a broad perspective. I like that he's nice to me and we're friends and that he doesn't sexualize me.
Like,
Well, I mean, this
Right.
part with Krueger and the mod and me having but he doesn't know that. I didn't elaborate that because I didn't want to like overcross boundaries, because I was still trying to find a way to tell you that Krueger kind of backed out.
There's a point where you were sort of okay with getting trouble and about mentioned it all on this, do you, babe? Right, turns out I had to skip like 20 minutes. Brett.
I don't want to get in trouble, and Krueger said he was going to go for it, and I didn't want to 20-minute banger by the girl with psychosis.
Alright, so this is you guys talking about why I am the one to bring this forward, and it was because...
Oh, yeah, because I'm too socially awkward, and there was a lot of people, like almost 100.
You guys were very back and forth on it. But I figure once you fucking offload this onto me, it's out there, right? I got nothing to lose.
You're like the one free journalist in the group where I'm like, can you say this without drama because you're already at the bottom of the barrel, but because we're cool? And you're like, yeah.
That's right. Kill me. There's only one direction my life is going. Might as
That
well,
song was beautiful.
Yeah.
And just
Okay, wait, let's see how this video goes, because it'd be nice if I had time to edit all this, but I don't.
her being tormented like that, that feels cruel. That
So
feels wrong.
there was a
her
point
to
where
be blackmailed.
there was a point where you were sort of okay with getting trouble in about it, though, because Krieger was going to leak it all, which would imply,
Yeah,
which would
but
probably include
Krieger
you.
was gonna
But
protect
then,
me
when it
about
got
it,
flipped
and then
back for
he
you to
chickened
leak it
out.
all, when it got flipped back for you to leak it all, you thought about it a little bit more, and you were like,
But also
oh,
he
shit.
was recording or whatever, and I didn't want to. I don't have the voice for that. I get very shy, very quiet, and I know they would bring that up every time in every argument in the future in every VC. So I was like, let me ask someone with a very loud and nicely projected voice, and I thought of you.
Yeah, true.
Figured you'd do good.
That's all good. But I'm just clarifying that in between that moment of you thinking about leaking it and then you coming to me, you realized fuck, I do not want to be involved in this.
Pretty fucking much, and I felt bad because the thing is Paragon had already confirmed that Jacob, Amumu, and Zoe were doing things behind the scenes before Peach even came into our call. He was just text replying it. So I'm like, there's obviously 3 bad people trying to cause multitudes of leaks and set up fake conversations. It's only going to get worse. And just because, Peach did send Amumu that clip, it shouldn't have been leaked out to everyone, to the point that Lab even brought it up in her server, which I have screenshots of multiple times.
I think Nico Sam sent it to Lab, though.
It was on something else. Someone leaked it on a different platform. It said in the screenshot, DDG, I think it was put in the DDG server.
All right, we're going to have a little intermission. I'm going to grab some water. We're going to be back in 2 minutes.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I just need some water so I can just be chill. I'm playing some music.
I ain't gonna bite you. Come around here.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm not looking at the stream right now, so I can't fucking tell.
My
Well,
goodness.
they can hear you, so
Look at you.
entertain them if you want.
You turned out all right,
But don't
didn't
talk
you?
over the Matrix.
How do you feel?
Okay, I won't.
I know you're...
Hey, if you're watching this, you should join the GSTLK server, and you should go to the Ludes tab, and you should like all my recent nudes in the Ludes tab. Free advertisement. And also for all you fucks that wanted me to go on a stream, I finally went on a stream, and the man has said my username wrong and mixed it up with Peach's username about 1,000 times. So I feel like this is pretty successful. Thirdly, I really only did this because I wanted to make sure that Peach was protected, because blackmail and ruining someone's life IRL outside of a Discord server is just absolutely disgusting. And for it to have been a private video leaked, even with consent or whatever, just looks out there, and then that person trusts you, that's just so wrong. And I feel like, you know what? A joke is only a joke. To what fucking extent?
Another kind of
And I know I psychotically ramble quite a bit. And it pisses off a lot of people, and they're probably going to hear this and get really mad, but that's cool, because I don't really care, because it's just a Discord server.
Bad news is there's no way if you can really know whether I'm here to help you or not. So it's really up to you. Just have to make up your...
Did the magical lettuce return?
What I'm going to tell you.
I heard a door.
Yeah, welcome back to me.
Candy?
Yeah, welcome back to the Crisp Lettuce Show.
You already know if I'm going to take it.
Wouldn't be much of an oracle if I didn't.
But if you already know, how can I make a choice?
Because you didn't come here to make the choice.
Deep.
You've already made it.
Sorry, I'm just reacting
You're
to
here to try
the
to
Matrix.
understand.
No, it's fine.
All right. We're just here to understand.
Do you know
All right, let's keep watching.
who put it there or no?
No, Lab just said it was dropped in DDG, and she, in all of Lab's arguments, she said that you and Destiny both consented that the clip could be passed around.
Wait, who told you that? I'm sorry.
Lab in her server.
Okay. Well, not that it could be passed around, but yeah. Because right now the narrative is, and if you were in the
This confuses me.
I don't remember anymore. If you were in the
inconsistent.
debate like side chat
Yeah,
or
because it's
whatever.
inconsistent with the previous quote
when
that it was
Chris
fine, and she
started
said 3
talking
times,
about it.
we said we could pass it around. She said that with you alone. She said, yeah, me and Destiny, we talked about it. He said I could pass it around. He said it was okay. I knew it was okay, so it's not revenge porn. Here she's saying, who told you that? Why is that the narrative? It seems a little bit strange the way it doesn't add up, and it's only been like, what, a 10-minute difference of y'all before I joined in the call?
Mm-hmm.
And then I bitched for about a half an hour? Yeah.
Yeah. So she's worried about it getting leaked more, but it's already been leaked, and she can't rationalize those feelings to make herself feel better about it. Poor thing.
Yeah, it's giving slight psychosis. I do feel bad, but I just think it is an interesting thing that the stories aren't lining up. I wonder if there's a major detail we're missing that isn't being disclosed yet that we'll see come out in the next, I don't know, probably day or two, knowing how the server works.
Yeah, true. I won't be there to see it. I've been timed out for a week at least. So.
God damn, they got you for a whole fucking week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I should have took the L, I guess.
That's fine.
Well, not that it could be passed around, but yeah, because right now the narrative is, and if you were in the I don't remember anymore. If you were in the debate side chat or whatever, when Chris Bletta started
Wait, Baby Brett, can you verify that this was leaked in DGG Discord?
It should be in the live screenshots that I sent you.
The live screen. What group of screenshots were those? Do you know?
I don't know. iPhone is stupid. I could go try to look for it and send it to you if you want me to.
How easy is it for you to scroll through our DMs and look? Because I grouped it into 4 different groups of screenshots.
Hang on.
And then the groups are divided by whenever you send a little message. Because you sent me 9 screenshots.
She said, I found it on 2/25/2024 at 8:12 p.m. That's not true. It was posted in DGG.
Right. What group of screenshots was that? And then what numbered screenshot in that group was that? Was it the second group and then it was the 4th one in, or what? Can you figure that out? Does that make sense?
That would have been. Yeah, I just sent it to you for now so you could see it while I look through and figure out what words fucking in.
Alright.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Alright, that's all good.
4.
You don't have to do that.
It was the 4. Yeah, it's fine. I just figured that way I at least know if we have to go back through those screenshots, the last one I sent you. I do that with all my texts so it doesn't get messy. But Discord screenshots are kind of very a wall of texty.
Yeah. So Lavloon says right here, Liquid Laugh says, Lav posted the audio, which is the audio of Destiny and Peach fucking. They posted the audio on here in the first 30 minutes of the server being made last night, saying it's already out there and it's just audio, so it's not leaking. But no one in here had heard of it until that moment. Lav replied, Lav lived, laughed, lied, and she said, that's not true. It was posted in DGG. Obviously, when I say Lav, laugh, lied, I'm joking, because we just assume that everything she does is a live, laugh, lie. Liquid Laugh said, that's not true about what I wrote. What's not true about what I wrote? I never said it wasn't posted anywhere else, just that everyone in here was saying, is this real? Is this real? So yeah, people in here didn't hear it until you posted it. Lav responded, no one here heard it until that moment, which is also probably true. Doja Cat's mole said, audio, is it just her moaning or what? And Lav said, yeah. Just little turtle Stephen moans. But this audio has been confirmed by BabyPeach and maybe by other people that it was her and Destiny in the video. Yeah. It's kind of similar to the way we knew that it was Destiny's semen that was all over Blondie's back. It's because even though we can't see it in the content, they owned up to it.
I wonder if girls that sleep with him feel weird when they like see each other in the same server. Because now that I know that that's happened, I'm like, dang. I wonder if they both just look at each other like, I hate you.
Yeah, I think that's probably just part of the female experience of being alive, right? You all sleep with a bunch of the same dudes. There's a small minority of men who fuck all the women, and all you women look at each other knowing you've all fucked those same small group of men.
You know what that sounds like? You know what that sounds like? That sounds like seals. How seals fuck.
Fuck.
One male gets all the females. Isn't that like how that works, right?
Probably. The bull.
Like if the male gets too close to the female pack, he gets fucking murked or slapped off a rock.
Yeah. I
think that's how humans.
I wish I was the Steven Seal.
Steven Seal. Steven Spielberg. I'm sorry.
Steven Spielberg.
About it. Zoe immediately said something to the effect of like, "Thank God, finally now, like people know that like you're sending around revenge porn."
They're setting you up, and I didn't want you to hate me either. You know, that's another reason why I was hesitant because we've been close, and I didn't want you to think it was a backstab. I've been in situations, I've had stalkers, I've had online drama. That stuff can really get to you, and for me to go to a mod that I trust outside of the Discord space and be like, "Hey, this is fucking me up mentally." I literally said, take us out of Discord, take you out of being a mod. That's why I called your direct number. It's what I started with. And I said, this shit is not good. Also, under the Discord TOS, I did briefly mention that if, like, I'm not saying you would kill yourself, but if you did, it would ban JSTLK from ever making another server. And I said, if anything, if you're that depraved, that should be the minimal amount of motivation to prevent a girl from feeling suicidal.
Yeah.
And that's when he actually started to see me to give a fuck, and I was kind of offended by that too because I get suicidal. Like, come on now, bro, at least be respectful. I understand your pain. I've been in your place. I haven't had a tape leaked, but I've had like people leak really personal secret details about my life before on Instagram where everyone from my high school attacked me except for one girl who I'm still friends with.
I'm sorry about that, and I appreciate it. And yeah, Amumu, I can find those leaks. But he was responsible for me getting banned for 8 days because I made a comment about roping or something.
Also, I was concerned about someone kind of like Mod Podging a news title about it, like putting suicide, sex scandal, destiny, and then like a bunch of usernames. Because that's something that could happen, you know, with the way he is famous. People do know him. There are degens that misrepresent and misspell everything and misquote everything on here. I didn't want it to become a permanent scandal to be attached to you either, because sometimes they'll go look up your real name for stories like that and put AKA and then put their name. You know what I mean? Like, for online platforms. And I was worried about that too. And I told Krager, if anyone knows things about the internet and internet scandals, it would be my bitch ass. I am probably the most internet degen on here in terms of getting infamously canceled but never found out for anything, even though I've never done anything terrible besides exist and be depressed. But I still feel like, I don't know, like for me to tell not just one mod but 2 mods and they were just like, nah, let her cook. Like, I can't do that to you. I can't do it. That's just rude. I feel like they you know, they're supposed to be the bigger person that's in between us and GSTLK, or hypothetically between us and Destiny, right? On any kind of lower spectrum, you know, not counting me and you because we both have talked to him. And I'm just thinking, like, if you guys can't see how any interaction with Destiny could cause issues, because, you know, he is the reason why there's so many mini Discords and servers, then why are you even a mod? Like, I feel like it's weird that she tried to just, you know, I feel like Zoe almost immediately admitted to it as if one of her little henchmen like must have overspoke. Like, she must have gotten so nervous when that shit came out. I bet you she was like biting her nails. Now that part of our story both lines up from before I came in and once I came in.
Well, I know that there's no proof of Zoe's involvement in anything. I don't think. Well, like that I have, at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at scavenging info, but I still think they should just ban the three of them. But I don't think they will because they're content. I also brought up the possible theory, which has been a theory for a while now, that I think Zoe was a plant by destiny to cause drama, and I can give you my reason for that, but it's not. I don't think it's confirmed, and I don't think if he did it, he meant for it to go as far as it's went.
Right.
But I do
can
think
I
it may have
clarify
been-
that with you, BabyPeach? Because for my own state of mind, I need to wonder if my thoughts make sense. So one of the ways that you see everything that's going on is that the whole situation with Zoe and Paragon is that Paragon is acting in unison with Amumu and Jacob because they are like a little in-group circle of DGG Gigachads.
I don't think Paragon.
And,
I don't think that he.
Paragon just told me about how Zoe may not have fucked Destiny, and he hinted at that very weirdly, and I don't even know if Peach picked up on that comment. Paragon kind of just
post-fucking, right?
I thought it was a weird conversation in general, but there wasn't anything that I saw
No, Paragon said that he knew where she was before she supposedly went to see Destiny. And by the time that her location had changed back to where she was at, which is weird that he knew that, but whatever, he said probably was not enough time for them to fuck and for her to take that picture. But he said, I don't know, though, at the end of it, as if he didn't know that it was a setup. So that was the only concern that I really saw in his story, but specifically...
Wait, but the picture is real, so either she fucked someone else and took that picture,
someone
or
else
she
is my
fucked
theory.
Destiny.
I think it was someone else's night.
She fucked Destiny at a different time and then posted the picture later saying it was that night. But basically, the whole thing with Paragon and Zoe creating their drama, they're all in on it together, and then that parallels what happened, in a way, what is happening with Baby Brat, except in the Baby Brat example, with the BabyPeach example, that... Fuck, do I need to repeat what I just said, but without the misspeak? That parallels
You can
what
call
happened
me
with
Peach.
BabyPeach. Yeah, but with the Peach thing... Peach wasn't in on it. Peach isn't like Zoe, where she's just happy to be outed as a whore for fucking... Not saying that you have acted like a whore.
No, I
Obviously,
get it.
you just had a private relationship with a very slutty man.
Well, no, the only reason why I really care. I don't who I fuck doesn't I don't care. Yeah, I fucked him. Cool. The thing that I care about more is
I
number
get it.
one, the tape leaking.
Not gonna lie, the mirror comment makes me laugh when she brings up looking at herself in the mirror and comparing herself to go fuck him.
Sometimes you're just trying to fuck a rich, famous dude because he's good in bed, and also it's going to lead to more and more fun times.
That's what Krager said. Krager said if a hot guy asked you to go to Miami right now and was really nice to you and told you he wanted to fuck, would you not fuck him? And I said, don't ask me weird questions like that. And he got upset.
Well,
That one's fine. That one's fun. I can stay in there. It's an hypothetical if I would have done what she did in her shoes. That one's
Yeah, I
okay.
know there's so many comments like this just throughout. I can't just skip over them all. I just got to try to keep this conversation going in the way it's meant to be going.
It's fine. It's fine. He asked me if I would do the hypothetical, and I was like, I don't know, bro. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
If I didn't skip the post partially, I wouldn't belong in the JSTOK. We know that. It's okay.
All right. Anyway, I think I'm finally going to portray how this situation, or the differences between the Zoe situation and the BabyPeach situation. Hopefully I can get this out clearly. Part of you just...
Weird questions like that. And he got upset.
Yeah. Well, it's only weird because it's just a part of human nature to have a fun and exciting life. It's almost like eating and drinking. Part of you you have to do it. Alright? You have to go have fun. And or at least shielding yourself from all fun for some random...
I think I got upset because I'm specifically...
Wait, were you talking or was that you on the video?
I would say skip that part. I'm pretty sure I end up bitching about nothing for another 3 minutes.
Alright, well, let's see if I can get my point out. Hold on. Right.
I'm specifically trying to not be a DDG girl,
it seems like you're agreeing with what I said though, where like the whole Paragon was in like a little group with these other people, which happened to include Zoe. They all were just sort of like trying to make this drama happen, and BabyPeach was prepared to look like a piece of meat. Fuck, I was meant to say Blondie there. Paragon was prepared to look like an artist.
Okay, you missaid names like 10 times. We could just live through it.
A bunch of people that I don't know. They're not embedded in my brain. Parallels this because
makes sense.
Alright, let's prepared to look like a piece of meat. Paragon was prepared to look like an artist. And then that parallels this because they're trying to do that same thing with more people, except they will do it with people who aren't prepared to look like a piece of meat and who aren't prepared to look like a retard or aren't prepared to look like they are willing to leak revenge porn. But they want to make it look like people will do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever dropped a lewd in any of the lewd tabs here, like ever? I know there's been a bunch of them. Okay. So, yeah, then I could see that being a major escalation between a private relationship, even though he is like a, what do you want to call it, like a B-list celebrity, right? So I feel like it is weird that they would out it, but I still want to know how, if Destiny was like the only person with it, how did it, I mean, unless you did, or you sent it to them. I mean, I guess at that point they should have kept it to themselves, but I also feel like if they're all parasocially obsessed with this man, I don't know, like, who knows how crazy and unhinged and Moo Moo and Jake are. You know, it could have a lot of weird, what do you call it when there's like a mini earthquake, aftershocks of the event, depending on how unhinged they want to be. But I feel like with it being in the open, at least the mods can like moderate it if they start like full on harassing you in general chat or something like that. You know what I mean? Because they're probably going to make jokes about it for, I'm going to at least say a week, I would estimate. Because they reuse material. If you ever read, like, Jacob's replies.
Why did someone come into chat immediately after I left and say that BabyPeach is a complete retard about the Paragon thing? How was that at all appropriate when I had just leaked some stuff which involves Peach being,
because GSTLK did not do any of the de-escalation at all. He literally just acted like it didn't happen and continued, and I feel like that was very disrespectful to the point of exposing their behavior. And why was nobody banned?
Zoe should be banned.
Not only not banned, but allowed to continue.
I think it should be all three: Jacob,
right?
Moo Moo, and Zoe. It should be banned, or at least like temp banned for like whichever one you feel is less involved. Like the one that actually leaked and sent shit around, permanently ban that motherfucker. But like, you know, I feel like there should be some sort of assessment or like trial. Like what is even the update on that? Hang on.
Yeah. Well, the main thing getting in the way of a lot of this is...
Brad, Krager went offline, and Destiny's on idle.
The Destiny Bridge.
Idle.
Look at how exasperated I look, which is pretty reasonable. BabyPeach.
What'd you say?
We got to cast some, like... look at how exasperated I look when you just interrupt me to talk about Krager again. I'm like, fuck.
I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I was upset because everybody was idle at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
That's when I knew she was getting deep, and I was like, man, I thought they were going to time me out at least for one fucking unhinged thing this week, but I somehow have slid past that, so.
Good faith, obviously, Justical doesn't want to fuck the Destiny Bridge, which is pretty reasonable. BabyPeach doesn't want... You're all like very nervous about the whole situation.
I had a second question that I wanted
right
to
now
know.
it's just the audio that's out that I know of. It's not me.
I have two things to say, actually. That one thing I forgot. Krager made a comment that I couldn't tell if it was jealousy, and he told me that you have
I told Krieger that
Should I
Again,
let that one play?
I wanted to know if that was true and if Krieger was trying to get me to not talk to Destiny because you're gonna get if you want. It's just them wanting to hang out again. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to, but
Kind of
I don't want to.
from when
But if I don't, it creates like these gaps in the flow of the video, which is bad. But we'll let it play. I mean, I skipped over a little bit of it.
I told Krieger that because we were talking about, oh no, he said something like because I was telling him about everything that was going on, and he made a comment, but before making it, he was like, well, I don't know what your current relationship is anymore with Destiny or something. And then I said that we're planning on hanging out next month, but like that's all I said, which is true, but I don't know if we're actually like, we don't have anything set in stone. Like he could just get super busy. I don't know.
Okay, because I was trying to pick out what's his jealousy and give Krieger credit because he said I am his only weakness in here, and if we keep that low key, he'll be a good mod to every other.
You need to stop talking about Krieger.
Get married.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
There's some.
It's
serious,
a joke. It's a joke. I was
quite
joking.
serious, and I need to try to get my head around what I'm gonna do next and all of that. And,
we'll do nothing
BabyPeach,
next.
You just said that the audio is out.
To be
but
fair,
the
I
video
didn't know
isn't
you were
really out.
recording
I didn't
me,
know
so
about
I
the
was being my
audio
unhinged self.
right now. Yep. And
We'll do nothing
BabyPeach,
next.
You just said that the audio is out, but the audio isn't really out. I didn't know about the audio until right now. 99% of people have no clue that the audio exists. Nico Sam has
It's being sent around.
blacklisted so that he cannot get it. No one has sent it to me. I got no idea where to go find that audio.
I think the video might get leaked though.
And wait.
What makes you say that the video's gonna get leaked?
The reason that
Destiny, skip that part. Skip that part. Skip that. No.
this is a pretty crucial part to show certain intentions and the levity of the situation, so we're playing it. Sorry. Hold your horses. Hold on, BabyPeach. It's happening. I mean, baby brat. Fuck.
I want to quote it exactly. I don't want to paraphrase. Let me open the tab.
It's not so much about the audio, though. You said that the audio was leaked. It's not really leaked. Let me finish. It's not so much about the audio. It's about the way the audio is being used against you. And then it's also about more things that you think are going to be kept used against you even after the audio. So some people don't want this to come out, like Justical, because he doesn't want to burn the Destiny Bridge. Other people, mainly you, BabyPeach, don't want this to come out because you're worried about snowballing consequences.
I don't want the video to come out. That's like my whole like my life is over.
Can I read this fucking DM, please?
Yeah.
Wait,
said-
no, you can't fucking read the audio. You aren't just worried about the audio coming out. You're worried about the audio coming out, and then people saying that you are a revenge porn leaker, and then also saying a whole bunch of other shit. And the only reason that you would be worried about being called a revenge porn leaker is because then it also runs with the narrative that you're in love with Destiny and that you want to leak a whole bunch of shit. This is correct, right? So when you like on top of all the audio, all of the things that you said, but like I don't care that people think that I'm like in love with Destiny or anything. I care that people think that I leak revenge porn, and I don't want like this video has but the motive for you leaking, why would you leak
of me?
What would be the reason that they would think you would leak the revenge porn? It would be because you would feel slighted by Destiny in some way.
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
And then why would you feel slighted by Destiny? Because you're a jealous lover.
Literally, but all of that aside, I don't give a fuck. The second the video is out, I'm done. I'm gone. That's it.
Please let me know when I can read this.
Why?
Yeah, read it.
Are you one of those people that thinks if you had an OnlyFans, would that ruin your life? Is that like a similar mindset?
Hold on, I need to know what Destiny said about it leaking.
So he said, "Rip, I feel bad for Peach. LOL. I feel like the video will end up getting leaked eventually," which seems very mysterious to me personally.
Right. Well, I mean, multiple people have it, so it's sort of justified for him to say that. Anyway,
I don't think multiple people have the video.
I need to start. Well, Lav has it. Fucking 3 dudes have it. I'm sure anyone of power, like people
2 dudes have
run
it.
stream, if Justical or Destiny or Lav asked them for that, they would probably give it. They probably give it to each other. There's probably other shit talkers in DGG who they give it to just for a laugh. You have to like get your head around that like people are lolcowing at your expense. And I'm trying to like decipher whether or not you are thinking that having a nude on the internet will ruin your life, or whether you're trying to decipher that the fact that people who you once thought were your friends will turn on you, and then they will turn more people who you once thought were friends, and then more people and more people, so your social circles will all be destroyed. Is that what you are worried is ruining your life?
I'm worried about my...
Which part of this is the blackmail?
I'm worried about my in real life. I'm worried about my job. I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about my friends. I'm worried about my information. I'm worried about my face and my body and everything being online for thousands of people to see.
Right, so it's the worst kind of blackmail. And remember I brought up the point earlier that if they do this, it will clarify you of the whole revenge porn arc, because if they just start leaking your docs and your nudes, that would be them doing revenge porn, and it would show that they were happy to release revenge porn. And then if they actually do that to hold it to punish you for like speaking out, then it would undo the whole lie that they did to you earlier, which you will probably need to provide some sort of verification for.
Yeah, I have a question.
Wait, let me finish. You'll need to provide some way. Well, you could just take the brunt of it and ignore all of this, but ideally you would have a way to be like, you send them a message where you're like, yo, it is fucked up that you are like leaking my porn to punish me and hold it over me for laughs. And if they
I think
like,
it's more I think it's more because of Nico Sam, but Nico Sam has me blocked. I can't do anything.
What I don't understand is, where did the revenge porn narrative come from? Like, where did they get that? Like, why are they saying it's revenge porn specifically?
Amumu and Nico are saying that, even though they both know that that's not true.
So are they trying to ruin your entire reputation by adding that tidbit to it?
Yeah.
So Amumu said to you...
Well, because then if they are the ones leaking it...
You're trying to do revenge porn, right? Amumu
if they're the ones...
Like, you're a revenge porn leaker.
Like, yeah, because they're the ones that are doing revenge porn. If I'm the one that did it, then they're just like, oh, well, it was already leaked. Like, she already leaked it.
Like so, a short video or a long video?
It's an audio.
Unnoticed if it's like if they've cropped it enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't notice it at first if it's like 5 minutes or anything around that time frame.
I don't know, but I don't know.
I just feel like it's weird that they even were using porn as some form of threat over you when you didn't really seem like you were even harming anybody, and you've always been really sweet. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you should be honest. Was there anything that you did that would make them want to hurt you?
No. Nothing.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, you read mine and your weird DM that one time you didn't leak that into the general chat, so I feel like that proves to me that you're not out here trying to cause the drama.
I mean, like, Destiny sent me a lot of shit that, like, that would get way more views than me. Like, you don't even see him, you just see me. Too. So, like, it's literally just me.
Yeah, some of the weird part, especially on this, I didn't pick up on it at the time, was that she just corroborated that if they leak more porn about her, then it will be obvious that they are leaking revenge porn, which would take away from the fact that she is the original revenge porn leaker. If she already knew this, why is she worried about them doing it? Because she already has a way to defend herself.
I think there's quite a few things it could be, and it just seems really weird. But I guess we'll never like fully know unless more information comes out.
Can you vocalize one or more of your reasons as to why she would simultaneously know that they couldn't harm her, but also be worried that they would harm her?
I just feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of really stuck in the thing where, like, she was, like, saying she didn't have feelings, but she really evidently sounded like a girl in denial about her emotions for a man. And that sticks with me.
True.
And the fact that, like...
after this call.
Yeah, and the fact that like there was consent to even record it, take it, and share it, but like she seems so shocked that it was shared, which I understand why, but that part kind of confuses me because typically if you say it's okay to share media, you post like the way that I post, like just very open.
True. Yeah, I was trying to pin down as well, like what part she was scared of, and I didn't get an answer, but I was like, would you be scared of having an OnlyFans because you don't want the whole world to see you naked? And it didn't seem like it was that. And then
I think it's kink related, possibly.
And then it was some other stuff. I get it why it's like scary in general, but I feel like she should be able to answer specifically what part of it scares her, especially when we live in a world where being this sexually liberated is super normal. But
yeah, like when I really dog felt. I felt like it was alienating me from my friends and where I grew up and people's perceptions of me. Where they were in people that I grew up with in school, and it was like deep rooted around my personality, and I had to learn to live with that. And the freedom of not worrying about people's judgment is actually really nice. So I hope she eventually gets to the point where she doesn't give a fuck and she can be comfortable with like what happened.
True. Yeah. I imagine going through that in high school would be a whole different bag of cats.
Yeah, it was a experience. What can you do? It was people from my high school. It was kind of a little bit after high school, to be clear, but it was still like people I really just grew up with that knew me as somebody completely different in a lot of different ways, and people had to kind of learn that.
Fuck that! Yeah. Ain't no way, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Holy,
it's bad. It's horrible. Oh no! You can't even tell it's him in the video.
No.
Oh no! Even worse.
Wait, so it is a video. It's not audio, but there is audio.
Yeah, Nico Sam made it.
I like how you call around that, but it's an actual video. I made an MP3.
Yeah, that was the first time anyone's called it a video and not an audio. So why can't they just clarify these things? Okay. And that's got Destiny's voice in it though, right? But it's not necessarily him, it's just him like moaning. Like a little turtle.
To me, which was interesting. It was very weird, but yeah. You know what's funny? I just never expected her to be the kind of girl to film her interactions, and I'm not judging her or shaming her, like all the power to her. It just shocked me that it was her.
Yeah. Hey, it's way sexier when it's the girls who you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, the shy girls are the freakiest, right?
Yeah, I love Liberians, you know. Here.
Nothing. Just don't do anything. Please, for the love of God, don't do anything right now.
Right now, I'd leave it alone. Nobody we care about's banned, and I kind of want those 3 fucks to get banned, but if they don't, or if they aren't, maybe it is content farm, and it's tied to something that we can't fuck with. I mean, because I feel like people have gotten banned for less, like, unpatched. So why aren't we banning the people that are trying to use porn as revenge?
Well, that's why they banned Nico Sam, and that's why he's blacklisted from everywhere.
Oop. He's done for. So are you going to leave the community for real? If someone does expose it, you're going to completely dip out?
I mean,
This is just the Facebook rant part. You could go dark for X amount of time or delete this Discord and then make an...
Sorry, what were you saying?
I said this is just the part where I bitch about the Facebook shit if you want to fast forward through it.
Alright, I'll skip if I feel like I need to.
New one in a couple years and just pull a me.
No, I mean,
Also, Crispy Lettuce, did they keep your part in the YouTube video?
What do you mean?
It's fine if they did. I don't care. But
the confession, did he leave? I tried to find the timestamp. Couldn't find.
I mean, he's probably not. Is the VOD already out of today's stream?
I went back in time on YouTube to try to find where you came up. But there's a weird cut, so I think he may have taken it out, but I don't know because he was still live. You can hear pressing VC, then it gets weird, and then it like puts a different part of the video in. I don't know how to explain it.
No, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just.
This is where it's proof that it's not just a meme, you know.
Like I wouldn't, like, there's no.
This moment is why I'm playing the video rather than just me talking about it. Because, I don't know, I feel like people should probably judge this reaction.
Like, I would be, like, I don't think that I would be able to, like, I would just, I would be gone. Like, I can't live after that. Are you kidding me? Like, that's, like, there's no fucking way. And they all know that. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I'm weird. I post my stuff on the internet and I don't feel like funny about it, but I understand why it bothers you, and that's why I feel like it's gross that they use it as blackmail, because that's like the worst thing to fucking do.
And they know, and like everybody knows, and like Nico knows, and like everybody, and so it's just like.
How long has this been going on for? Like, how many days?
Like a month.
Damn, like all of February?
Yeah.
That's a month of fucking torture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I would do exactly what I did. Delete all my socials, dip out for a bit, and then come back. Honestly, it's the best thing to do. Because they can't say anything to you, and they can't even get a hold of you, and then they just forget about you.
But then it's, like, out there, and, like, people, like, that I know, like, personally, like...
they could find it, but there's still a chance they might not.
Yeah, like, I'm real sorry that this is already out there and that people already know about it, but you're, like, doing fine right now. People go through these kinds of things.
Because, like, no video's gone out.
There's a paved path to where we know that these things happen. And, well, it's like Destiny said that he thinks this is going to leak further. And people have been through this before, and there's a paved path where they can see, where they do get through it. And we can follow that, and we can get you through it. And it won't be so bad. Like, people get through these things, and they're, like, well-loved. And you're already well-loved. So you really are in the thick of it. But it doesn't mean, like, your life is over.
It's just like my friends and my family and my job, and like I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that won't happen to you. The stuff with your friends and family won't happen, because even though you're worried about the narrative that they say about you, there's the reason that they are threatening you with saying that you're like going to do that you did this for a bad reason is because what they are trying to do to you is so bad that it's like recognized widely by society that they should not be doing this, and they're trying to flip that around on you, but it's not true. That's why everything is fine. That's why you're going to be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know it's like scary because these people have a lot of individual like energy, or they have a lot of energy to like act aggressive, and there might be a lot of those people, but it's really not that many people relative to the rest of the world who's on your side and who knows what's right and wrong. You know, because it's okay to like express yourself sexually and to like be an adult and be happy and proud about what you do and have fun and meet millionaires and fuck them and cause the drama. And they shouldn't be holding that against you. And it's really wrong of them to try to hold that against you. So you're totally fine, dude.
I just want Nico to know that I have his whole family tree outlined and I have no problem killing.
Nothing. They
Thank
love
you.
you.
But like,
Just inherently
Fuck, Adam.
wrong. Like, hey, like you're acting a little bit weird right now. Remember that time that you were really, really fucking weird? And those dudes will be held accountable for it. So if anyone tries to like push this forward, I'll be there to defend you, and you know, you'll be fine. And other people will be there to defend you as well.
I do have to wake up soon, but so I'm gonna go try to sleep, but I'm gonna be back on soon, and I really appreciate talking to you guys. It really helped.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I had to like play it out like that. I was really trying to hand it to a mod and let the mod do whatever. Like
No, I
told him to
appreciate
do
you.
whatever.
There's nothing you did wrong. I really appreciate you both a lot.
That's good. All right.
Yeah, I couldn't see you suffer like that. That shit was fucked up. I hope you get some sleep. And don't worry, if you're on the
Yeah.
internet, it's not that bad.
Just
I'm on
look
the
after
internet.
yourself. Go eat a whole bunch of food, put on 5 pounds, have a big sleep. You'll wake up, your body will feel great, and once you've slept on it, you'll realize things aren't so bad.
And consider the internet break. It's good for your mental health sometimes as a girl to just do that, honestly.
But then I can't, because then if it comes out and like people have my information, then like I won't be prepared or like aware of it, you know?
And that won't be a problem, dude. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You're already
But-
fine. You're already all good.
You didn't do anything wrong.
These people
Well,
are just,
thank you.
these people are just like spinelessly
They're
trying to get
disgusting.
recognition from the most spineless people on the internet. So it's really just like rats that you're dealing with.
What the fuck is the title of it?
And I hate
It says The Matrix and I see Elon Musk. I'm scared.
don't worry.
Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys so tomorrow, very soon.
All right, good
Thank
night.
you. Me too. I don't know how to, where did you guys go? Let me see. Oh, okay, bye.
Good night.
We were hiding in the tabs.
Good night. All right, it's just
Lord.
us now, baby Pete. Baby Brett.
Mayo told me that he knows for a fact that there are more details on Peach having feelings for Destiny.
Who said that?
Weed LMAO with the cat picture in a VC.
He's a nefarious individual himself.
What is also funny is
Clandestine.
how defensive my favorite mod got. And I do know for a fact he said multiple times I'm the only girl at the gem of his eye, which is why I don't report him, because at least he's not creepy to any other girls. And he's not like weird.
Did you hear me under my breath there being like, oh my god.
He blocked you apparently. He told me to not fucking say anything on the stream, and I said, yo, he recorded the call before and I wasn't really aware. At this point, he's already on stream. I'm on stream with him. Like, we can't undo the stream. We just played the whole fucking thing. We're at the very end when you DM me. So, too late. I don't know what to say.
He can get the VOD if he wants it.
He blocked you and said that it's sad and or whatever.
What, are we talking about Krieger? He blocked me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, he blocked you.
Oh, he's mad. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Mad and bold and old.
Oh, damn.
And just make him more mad. What am I going to do about it? I mean, when you and him came to me to ask me to talk about this, and then I went ahead and did it. Yeah, what the fuck, Krieger blocked you too? It's all good. I don't really want
No,
to
he's
talk about it.
DMing me. He's
It's okay.
DMing me.
It's okay.
Chill, I guess.
You know.
I don't know why I can't openly speak about my
I don't really
experiences.
want you to talk about Krieger at all. So I tried to skip over it in this video. Don't keep
No, I
doing
told
it
him
now.
that. I told him that. I said that to him, but I also think that, of course, I'm going to express my own opinions in spaces, especially where we really didn't realize you were recording me until, like, probably the very fucking end because I'm a little stupid.
Yeah, well, I
You
think
know?
this is the part in the video where I fucking spurg out about you drawing your personal feelings while I'm trying to, like, deal with the shit that's going on.
You're like, quit being a fucking bipolar bitch. We have things to do.
Yeah, this already fucks with me, and it's fucking with, like, everyone involved, and then you're just, like, bringing him into it. Not only
I was
is
just
it
upset
bad,
that
not
you
only is
didn't
it
say it,
bad
man.
for him to be, like, involved in this VOD, you're also just, like, shitting on him. Like, you're basically, and I say that to you here, like, you just like to see men angry. and you're like sitting here reveling in it. It's fucking
I just
crazy, dude.
get really bipolar. I get really upset.
You're
And
just a
people
woman. You are just a woman. All right.
I think people, if they understood that I'm bipolar and mentally ill more, right, they would kind of realize, oh, she's just having an
All right. She's deafened. We're deafening her, and we're playing the video. And then you throw in a funny little snippet where you're like, and then there was this girl who fucking fucked me over when I was a kid, but let's not talk about that. I need you to adopt the thing with.
And he's not like weird. He's just very flirty and gets upset that I like other men.
I need you to know that talking about Krieger is similar to when we're dealing with a story and then you throw in a funny little snippet where you're like, and then there was this girl who fucking fucked me over when I was a kid, but let's not talk about that. I need you to adopt the mindset, that same mindset with Krieger, where you can't help but bring it up, but realize that you don't want to like throw Krieger under the bus just randomly.
You know what this reminds me of?
This whole thing. Shut up.
The only reason I started doing this was because he couldn't go forward as mod, and then people in DC actually said that he never actually goes for the gun of things, and I was like, you know what, at this point, he kind of put me in this position of discomfort. I might as well expose him a bit, right? I mean, shit, like he's a mod.
You're literally just talking about Krieger for kicks. You love it that Krieger's into you. You also think it's funny the way he dealt with it. I get it. Girls want to see men angry. Just hold it in. Just hold it in, baby Brad. Because I have all the power here. You know? I'm
doing my best.
All of this.
I can try my best.
And I'm in a weird situation, which is similar to you and Krieger, where even though BabyPeach is scared about this coming out, it might be better for her for me to like go ahead and leak all this, even though she just told me not to.
Isn't it already leaked?
I'm sorry.
It is already leaked. It is already leaked. So
no, I do apologize for my social difficulties. I feel like you've learned over time that I'm just a little funky in the head.
Yeah, you're just like me. It's fine.
Neurotic.
There are months when I'm drowning in my own neuroticism. So, luckily, being here talking to people constantly has kind of helped me feel more lucid. But
I definitely get that, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in a funny position now where like BabyPeach is like, don't do anything, do nothing. And I want to hit her up and be like, why? But I don't want to be like that autistic person who like, you have to give me the reason. Mainly we're in a position with her where I just had to deal with her emotions, which is why right now I'm going to watch The Matrix when Neo is in a very fucked up position and the Oracle gives him a cookie because the Oracle also realizes that Neo's little human brain cannot deal with all of this fucked up problems. Ask me a question first.
I was going to say, do you think there's a chance she is romantically involved in him and there's some sort of ploy into that, or do you think that's completely debunked?
With Destiny?
Yeah, because Krieger was really pushing that hard for like 20 minutes to where I couldn't hang up and I had to just sit through there and listen to it. He kept asking me how I felt about Destiny, and I don't really feel any type of way, but Krieger kept just yelling about Peach's feelings for him. I guess it's like a defense.
I said it before as like a joke, like as a man, you know, I get that like I want to be Destiny and I don't think women can resist Destiny. And then as a human looking at BabyPeach, I get it that like there are narratives in her head about herself that she needs to like hold down just to operate. So she's like, no, like she actually openly joked about it, but probably helping herself like realize what was going on, where she was just like, of course I would like be with Destiny, and I was like, but would you die for it? And then she was like, well, maybe, because I get it, like as a woman she's looking at this like millionaire man who pays her a certain amount of attention and it probably feels like the best thing ever, which sounds a little bit like love to me, at least short-term love. I mean, I don't know what it's like to be married for 40 years and still walk in the front door and tell my wife I'm happy to see her and give her a kiss, and then go to work every day and feel totally satisfied. And I'll probably never feel that, BabyPeach, so thanks for fucking making me feel depressed. But yeah, obviously you asked if there was a chance. Yeah, there's definitely a chance.
So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't psychotic and psychotic going out because of Krieger. Because of his emotions.
Yeah. As a man, and you know, men see things very directly and logically, it is almost frustrating to have to point out the fact that like women love Destiny, and not because we're jealous that they love him, but just it's like it's frustrating seeing women live in this world being constantly pulled around by their emotions. Yeah.
That's very true.
You know, and then you have to like explain it to them, like, no, like you would, you fucking love that shit. I don't mean to like infantilize women or some shit. Like, they are humans with higher consciousness and they can operate
I think
better than most men.
sometimes.
But like, you often need to point out that like, yeah, it would be. Women are just programmed to have to accept that sometimes the things they want
Oh,
they
she
can't
just
have.
texted me that it's a felony in his state. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, this is what I was explaining to her. What these dudes are trying to do to her is like a crime, a felony. The greater, wider world looks at it like it's fucked up. These dudes are basically doing a felony and then threatening to blame her for that same felony, which is... Alright, let me clarify here. I just said these dudes are basically doing a felony. There is no evidence that they are doing any of this. It's honestly to their benefit that it is such an extreme story that BabyPeach is telling, because no one in their right mind would throw their fucking entire life away over this. It's the same reason why I don't get in fistfights with people who like block a door that I'm trying to walk through, because I don't want to go to jail for the rest of my life. So there's that, right? The shit is like so intense and so severe and so fucked up, and it seems to be having a big toll on BabyPeach, but the big toll that it's having on her doesn't mean that it's real. It does probably mean that she needs some friends to like stick by her during this time. However, if she turns out to be the person who treats her friends this way, or if she makes the kind of friends who treat her in the way that she's claiming she got treated, then that is her problem. Yeah. What if I have a sword? If I have a sword, then people just don't block doors, right? Really scary and confusing for her, but ultra retarded for them to openly do a felony or threaten to do a felony while also holding that over someone. I feel like she should be... It's like me being like, I'm going to tell people you robbed me, and if you fucking say anything else, I'm actually going to come rob you. And it's like, well, if you just try to rob me, I'm just going to deny it, and then I'm just going to fucking do it. But you're so scared of being robbed. You're so scared of being robbed because you think that your house is a part of you, and like letting someone else intrude into that fucking zone is going to be something that you've never had to deal with. Even as a child, you never had to deal with this. You never acclimatized to be dealing with being attacked in your personal home, or for her, it's being attacked with her fucking body. They're literally attacking her with her sense of privacy is like being invaded and ruined. Just so that they can try to fucking come in her ass and then make fun of her and laugh with their like degenerate friends about it. It is rightfully a felony. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to play this 40-second video and I'm going to go grab a drink out of my fridge.
No, fine.
I'm sorry, kiddo, I really am. You have a good soul. And I hate giving good people bad news. No. Don't worry about it. As soon as you step outside that door, you'll start feeling better. You'll remember you don't believe in any of this fate crap. You're in control of your own life. Remember? Here. Take a cookie. I promise by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
Yep, that's basically... Oh my god, just leaking all of my fucking private stuff. Nice.
I think what's really weird for me, though, is the fact that when my favorite mod and me met, you know, he made me feel comfortable to express things and then kind of put me...
Yep, that's...
So
everything in it.
this time that he fucking didn't help that girl, bro.
It's just personal.
Sorry, I was answering DMs, so I'm like lost, but I still know where we are, so it's fine.
Simultaneously making you feel a sense of value. There's only 4 minutes left. of the video. I'm not sure if we talked about anything relevant, but we'll see. We'll watch it to the end. Validation that you've been struggling to get in a little while.
I wouldn't say that. No, I really
here
was.
wishing that you were
thought he
getting
was-
more validation from Destiny, and then you get a whole bunch of it from Krieger, and then
How I feel.
and then
I
it
do
was
not.
weird, and you want more drama in your life, and then it happens directly to you, so you can't help but talk about it to the first person, which is me. Sorry. I'm actually dehumanizing you by talking to you this way. I don't mean to talk down to you.
An incorrect narrative.
Yeah, it is. I'm doing the very surface level narrative joke. I have a problem where I do things that I think are funny to me, but no one knows what I'm talking about, and then makes me wonder if I'm autistic. But low-key, I just think I don't care, and I just live my life to feel a little bit of relief sometimes.
No, and I don't care if you record things, 'cause I know you wouldn't put, like, a bipolar mental breakdown on the internet like they wanted to put in me. You feel me? Like, they were trying to literally out my name or any clip where I said XYZ thing.
Well, I think if I do a stream right now and I just play back through this entire phone call, that would almost be like the best thing I could do. It would convey the emotion and authenticity from BabyPeach, which means she doesn't have to struggle to portray that later. It would portray this conversation was something I could control, where I don't have to constantly deal with like Destiny or Justical or anyone screaming at me like about this or that. It's only me and my channel, which is getting fucking roasted. Justical and his mods and his discords can all be chill and be like, yo, like, we didn't leak this. In fact, we tried to tell Crispy not to do it. So they've got like no culpability. Aside from the fact that this is like looks pretty bad and they probably should have started banning people over it. But Justical can just do that same argument that he's been holding to, which is really good for him, really smart for him, to be like, it's not my place to litigate all this. People should just block each other and get the fuck out. I mean, even comparing it to Patch was like a menace for the mods. And Mumu and Jacob aren't menaces for the mods, so it's not his responsibility.
He's fucking telling me that people are calling him gross because of what I said or
That makes
whatever.
sense.
Yeah, it does, eh? What else do I need to cover?
I don't know.
Yeah, BabyPeach is going through it. It's simultaneously fucked that she just started crying, but it also sort of shows
That was really
that
sad.
she's already been pushed to like an emotional limit.
She said it was going on for a month and you heard her voice crack. That's a sign of someone doing that fucking type of psychological mind breaking or whatever.
She literally can't go to work because she's so stressed out because people are trying to ruin her life with her friends and direct family by accusing her of doing felonies and leaking her private nudes over the internet just because as an adult she wanted to explore her sexuality and have some exciting fun times.
So you take my stone thoughts and you make them sound unstoned. Like an input-output machine.
That shit is fucked, dude. You're lucky I'm not stoned right now.
I think it's because I'm stressed out because they caused me to like emotionally shut down because I don't like if someone tells me I can feel protected venting to them and then they just do the wrong thing because I have abandonment issues and like I said then I just bipolar out and then we get here.
Alright, I might stop recording this now, I guess. Hopefully, but I'll keep talking to you.
And ended up talking to Destiny about.
Alright, that's the whole video. That is everything. Do people in chat have something to talk about? Patched definitely wants to come in, but Patch,
I also want to say one thing.
Kicked very quickly. Yeah, go ahead, Pete.
One thing.
Brat, we can talk for a while.
I'm just saying that was a private call, and I'm not even really upset that, you know, we did the stream of the private call. I feel like it was important. But for people saying that the way I talk about things when I think I'm not being recorded is weird, you can shove it up your fucking ass and have a nice day. Because I don't know what to tell you. I didn't know he was recording me. Of course I'm going to talk. Like I'm talking to friends in a VC. You all fucking do it. I've caught you all doing it. So, I don't want to hear any of that bullshit when I'm in a VC later.
Yeah, I'm a real piece of shit for recording that low key. Fuck me, right?
Oh, they're just yelling at me in DMs right now, really aggressively, using fancy words and saying
Stop
they're all going to
leaking
bed.
that
And I'm like,
live. Stop telling us about it. They're yelling at you
oh, I
to
don't.
not do it
They said
right now.
they said they tuned out. They said they tuned out. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm just telling everybody else to fuck off
Just
from
because
their
they don't know
DM.
you're fucking them over doesn't mean you should do it. Jesus Christ. Jesus!
You're right.
Settle down! Someone get a vet, because this girl is chimping out.
Again, you can bring guests on now. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna dig myself a grave. It's okay.
Patch is here. Patchosaurus, go. Android, you can come in too. Patched, you are in. Unmute yourself. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be back.
That fucking door, bro. It's the squeakiest fucking thing I've ever heard. A schizophrenic Australian left.
Did he say anything?
No, he just sat here and left. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I'm gonna go back to regular VC, but I don't know if you were gonna bring anyone else in here.
That man is a menace. Alright, goodbye. I'll probably never see you again. Alright, well, I've been banned from the Just Cool Discord. I can't help Peach. I can't help the other people involved. There's nothing more I can do. I don't even know if I did the right thing by leaking this. Everyone's upset. People are crying. Taboos have been explored. Boundaries have been crossed. Cunt is fucked. Give me a moment to read over a bunch of the DMs that I received while I was watching that video. Maybe I want to address some of them. Did Peach know she was recorded? She didn't know she was being recorded that whole time. She knew that she found out after she left. Yo, dude. Yes. Fuck me. Kill me. There's enough inconsistencies in this story that it definitely makes the whole thing seem weird. Yeah, after listening to it all from the horse's mouth and then reviewing everything that happened, I mean, it just seems so weird that it's like hard to believe. And the people apparently Darvoing her or like blackmailing her seem to be the way that they act isn't exactly consistent with the story. Even like the hypothetical that I had to create about why they were doing that is pretty far-reaching, right? And that was like the closest hypothetical to any motive that I could think of. BabyPeach is definitely going through it mentally. She is going through it. She is in the trenches. She is irrationally worried that her entire life is being taken down. I don't know if she means that literally or if it's just like some turn of phrase, right? I would have to assume it is a turn of phrase. Just catastrophizing the fact that, I don't know, she's worried about her personal relationships. It's unfortunate. It's sad to see her going through it like this. I don't know if me streaming it was a good idea, because the inconsistencies of the story make it maybe something that shouldn't be brought to light, right? But I don't really know that until I talk to people about it, and other people who are like hearing about it are also like scared to bring it out, and then they want to bring it out, they get all fired up. I'm not really too fired up, but now that I've done it, they don't get a choice. They have to like think about it, think about the way they acted. And I'm not talking about Jacob and Amumu. I'm talking about like Baby Brat and Krieger. They were all guns blazing. They wanted to talk about it, so they came to me. Now it's been talked about. At least, so like, it seems like these people would have like nothing to gain from blackmailing her. It seems that way. Who knows what's really happening? But now, if there is a reason for them to do it, they can't, they won't. And I get the feeling that most people will look at this and be like, oh, it's actually a nothing burger. So even their reputations like won't be harmed. No one will be like too worried. Everything will be fine. Even though Amumu is like apparently the main culprit, there wasn't that much to be said about him. Which like makes you wonder, like, if you don't have anything to say about him, but he's behind it all, is this really just like an emotional, a way to reach out to him emotionally? One of the most difficult things about like navigating this back and forth with Peach was like not to reinforce, like not to be farmed by her to like say whatever I think she wants to hear. Which is why I just try to keep it to like the emotional level of like, you're fine, you're gonna be fine, because like nothing bad can happen to her unless she brings it upon herself, And if she wants to bring it upon herself, she's fine. Right? Who am I to say that she's not allowed to self-harm? Do you think BabyPeach was in the wrong by sharing this? Or which part did I miss where she felt the need to share this with anyone? I basically just rationalized it that she couldn't hold it in, right? Similar to Paragon. I don't know why Paragon was so like against this leaking, because it seems to have like nothing to do with him. Except that maybe it's like outed that he's like a bit of a drama farmer and the people around him like create fake drama. That's the only like weird part to me, is just that like people want to create fake drama, and then BabyPeach feels like she's getting farmed for drama in like a very aggressive way. But that also sounds like something that someone would say who was just like trying to get the attention of people around them. Imagine saying that people, well, it's not actually hard to imagine, you can almost see it, right? Saying that people are creating fake drama about you just so that you can get more drama about you. Classic. We Jerry Springered that shit right there. Even like Destiny and I don't know, everyone else involved who are like, fuck, this fucks with my stream. It's not even going to hurt them that much. They can literally just be like, fuck yeah, the people who orbit my stream are crazy, and they're just desperate for attention, and then that's what they did. People are probably going to say that about me, which makes me wonder if I should have turned on my donation goal for this whole thing. Is it time? Is it time to reap the benefits of this? Do I just farm this directly? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not monetized, so you can't send me money. You can't send me money, and I wasn't doing this to get money. I just did it because it was thrust upon me, and it seemed like, you know, sunlight heals all wounds, but maybe not this one. Time will tell, but I don't really think anything's going to happen of it. You know, like I said, just a bit of a nothing burger. I'm just going to read some more DMs, bear with me.
Guys, and welcome back to Lifting Vault, and today I want to talk about Krzysztof Wierzbicki. For the past years he has been training sumo with straps, but now lately competitions that allow this variation have started to become a lot more common, and he easily hit his first attempt of 420 kilograms before making 460 look equally easy. But after this he apparently also tried 503, but it didn't go up. But under this rule set I could really see him get the heaviest deadlift of all time. Thanks for watching everyone, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out one of the suggested videos displayed on the screen right now.
Sam Solik is, by far, the biggest fitness influencer in the world at the moment, so I decided to analyze every single workout he's done this year. So far, he's done 460 sets. 15% of those sets were for his chest, 20% for his back, and 16% for his biceps. Interestingly, only 11% of Sam's total training was for his quads, yet 25% went to his triceps. 1/4 of Sam's total training is triceps training. Yet, anatomy research tells us that the triceps are less than 4% of total body muscle, while the quads are, by far, the biggest muscle in the body at almost 30% of total body muscle. Also, Sam trains to failure 96% of the time, but almost all of his sets not taken to failure were for his...
Okay, the reason that BabyPeach initially leaked the nudes was because she thought she was just, like, having a fun time with her close friends. She wasn't blackmailed into, like, originally showing people the video of her having sex with Destiny. She participated in it in, like, a fun recreational way. So from her story, she was just, like, having a good time with her friends. And, you know, the good vibes were flowing, the feelings were flowing, and she wanted to show her friends this, like, cool thing that happened to her. As well as, like, she was having, like, a sexual relationship with a muumuu. Maybe there's some, like, sort of kink involved, but basically she was having sexual chats with a muumuu. So she shared a sexual experience she'd had with Destiny. And then the people that she shared that with, she says, turned out to not be the same people that she thought they were, which is something she told me, like, a week ago. And I had no clue what she was talking about, but I eventually, along with another chatter who overheard me and her conversation, another chatter was just like, how many circles of friends are there in the fucking, you know, orbit? And I was like, oh, well, it has to be the chatters, right? So I already knew that she felt like some of the DGG boys were her friends and that they had fucked with her, or she felt like they had fucked with her. She's been complaining about this for a wee while now. I feel like Baby Brat would say that she's been talking about this for like a week or two. For me, it's like she told me about it, like, briefly, like a couple of days ago. Do you guys think that, do you think that, like, most chatters will, like, want to hit her up about, why the fuck did you leak a sex tape with you and Destiny? If you think that, type your comment below in the chat. Seems weird, right? Nah, it's not that weird. These are just like the circles that people operate in. I mean, they're literally all fucking each other, right? How much harder is it to just, like, show each other fucking each other? Who knows what Destiny thought of this? I mean, obviously he banned Nico-san for leaking it, so we could assume his intention was that he did not want that shit leaked. However, Destiny has been stonewalling me for years, so it's not really my problem that he now has another good reason to stonewall me. I mean, he hasn't been stonewalling me for years. He's been stonewalling me for, like, a year. Leave me to the wrath of the beer. But that's, like, a more recent thing. I was already stonewalled before I pissed off the beer. I pissed off Destiny by giving him bad advice in a video game.
I hate you! I hate you! Why can't you just get me out of this place? Why do you know?
I can't right now.
You should have been the one that was killed. You! Not Mom! You!
was Destiny stonewalling me for? It was because I gave him bad advice, and they will be billions. I'm almost certain that he added a tag to my name, and it was the tag to not talk to this chatter. From that point on, I was permanently ignored. It's 11:11, chat. Oh my god, mythical times. We're going on to 11 and 12. Take a deep breath in. Absorb the air around you. Think of the room you're in. Expand that thought out into the world, the town, your family, your friends, and then bring it out to the country and the world. And then breathe that in and let it out. What do I do for the rest of the night? There must be some content that came out. Was today's Justical stream good?
Unless you want something, motherfucker, get the fuck off our street.
Oh, the language on you. You blow your father with that mouth?
The fuck you say to my sister?
You take it easy. I don't want no trouble. I'm just showing my son the old neighborhood.
Yeah, well, this is our neighborhood now. Guinea motherfucker.
Yeah, I can see that. So that's a crack hole.
Yeah, you gotta wonder how Nico got his hands on the video. Why he felt like he should fucking try to leak that shit. I guess Nico is a lol cow farmer. Nico is a lol cow farmer. And yeah, that shit got shut down real hard and fast. Who gave it to Nico though? We know Nico gave it to Lav. Unless it was BabyPeach who gave it directly to Nico. That's what would like clearly indicate that there's like, you know, a wee circle of friends who spread that shit around for lols. Kind of harmless. Not like a great thing to do, but it's not the same as like, you know, dehumanizing and fucking ruining someone's life for some internet lols with DGG offline chat. No way to think that would stay a secret. Yeah, you're right. It's not really like... Baby Brat was like, oh, it's so mysterious that Destiny said this was going to get leaked. But it already was leaked, right? I had to like reconcile that in my mind during my conversation with Peach. I would like argue to her like it's not leaked, and then she was like, no, it is leaked. And I was like, okay, I'll take a note on that. I wish there was a purpose to this. I wish I could do something. I wish I could provide value. And then pass that forward to the people I love.
How you been? How's work?
Good night, chat.
What do you do?
Fish, girlfriend.
You seeing anybody?
Not really. Some dates. You know, it's all pretty casual. I did have something going for a while, this Filipino girl, but that didn't pan out. Quiet life. I don't stay out late. I go home.
You? Yeah, I'm about the same. No girlfriend. Just go to work and